Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about measuring the costs of substance abuse. Alcohol and drug abuse by employees cause a range of expensive problems for business and industry, ranging from lost productivity, injuries, and an increase in health insurance claims. The loss to companies in the United States due to alcohol and drug-related abuse by employees totals $100 billion a year. That's according to the National Clearinghouse for Alcohol and Drug Information. These staggering numbers do not include the costs of diverting company resources that could be used for other purposes toward addressing substance abuse issues, nor does it include the pain and suffering aspects which cannot be measured in economic terms. Drinking and drugging among U.S. workers create costly medical, social, and other problems that affect both employees and employers. Substance abuse among employees can threaten public safety, impair job performance, and threaten your own safety. In addition to deaths and accidents, absenteeism, and loss of production, other problems that alcohol and drug abuse can cause on the job include the following: tardiness or sleeping on the job, hangover or withdrawal affecting job performance, poor decision making, loss of efficiency, theft, lower morale of coworkers, increased likelihood of having trouble with coworkers and supervisors or tasks, a preoccupation with obtaining and using substances while at work, interfering with attention and concentration. Illegal activities at work, including selling illicit drugs to other employees, by the way, that can get you thrown in jail. Higher turnover, which means you may have been the one who lost their job. Training of new employees for the company, and of course, disciplinary procedures. Cost of business can be measured at the expense of absenteeism, injuries, health insurance claims, loss of productivity, employee morale, theft, and fatalities. According to statistics, alcohol and drug users are far less productive. They use 3 times as many sick days. They're more likely to injure themselves or someone else, and they are 5 times more likely to file workers' compensation claims. One survey found that 9% of heavy drinkers and 10% of drug users had missed work because of a hangover. 6% had gone to work high or drunk in the past year, and 11% of heavy drinkers and 18% of drug users had skipped work in the past month. Research has shown that several factors can contribute to problem drinking and drugging in the workplace. Factors that can encourage or discourage workplace substance abuse include a workplace culture and acceptance of drinking and taking drugs, workplace alienation, availability of alcohol and drugs, and existence and enforcement of workplace substance abuse policies. Let's talk a little bit about the culture. The culture of the workplace can play a large role in whether drinking and drug abuse are accepted and encouraged or discouraged. Part of this culture can depend on the gender mix of employees. In predominantly female occupations, research shows that both male and female employees are less likely to have substance abuse problems compared to employees of both genders in male-dominated occupations. Studies have found that male-dominated occupations create heavy drinking cultures. in which employees drink to build solidarity and show conformity. Therefore, these occupations have higher rates of alcohol and drug-related problems. Any industry or organization can be affected by workplace alcoholism, but research shows it is prevalent in these industries: food service, construction, mining and drilling, excavation, installation during construction, maintenance, and repair. Research shows that the job itself can contribute to higher rates of employee substance abuse. Work that is boring or stressful or isolating can contribute to employees drinking. Employee substance abuse has been linked to low job autonomy, lack of job complexity, lack of control over work conditions and products, boredom, sexual harassment, verbal and physical aggression, and just plain old disrespectful behavior to one another. The availability and accessibility of alcohol can influence employee drinking. More than 2/3 of 198 workers surveyed at a large manufacturing plant said it was easy or very easy to bring alcohol into the workplace, to drink at workstations, and to drink during breaks. In cultures where alcohol is prohibited, drinking on the job and drinking in general is decreased significantly. The level of supervision on the job can affect drinking and drugging work rates. A study of evening shift workers, when supervision was reduced, found that employees were more likely to drink at work than highly supervised shifts. Casual drinkers are a problem also. Research shows it is the social drinkers, not the hardcore alcoholics or problem drinkers, who are responsible for most of the lost productivity, according to a Christian Science Monitor article. It was very interesting, specifically tying the hangover issue to production in the workplace. This study also found it was managers, not hourly employees, who are most often drinking during the workday. 23% of upper managers and 11% of first-line supervisors reported having a drink during the workday, compared with only 8% of hourly employees. Researchers also found that 21% of employees said their own productivity had been affected because of a coworker's drinking. If you feel that someone in your workplace is using illegal substances, you need to tell a supervisor as soon as possible. This can be either a manager, a member of a security team, or a human resources officer. You can do this privately, or you can do it outside of work if it is a co-worker's job. This is the biggest reason that employees withhold something. And their suspicions also. And honestly, it's a deadly mistake by not talking to people. By not telling someone, you're contributing to the likelihood that an accident will occur. Reporting your suspicions can also prompt an addict to seek treatment. Substance use is rarely an at-home problem. Workers with an alcohol problem are 270% more likely to have an accident while on the job. Millions of people struggle with substance use disorder. Substance use is rarely an at-home problem, as I said before. It can affect every aspect of a person's life, including school, community, and work. An employee that has a substance use disorder can unwittingly cause problems at home that are related to their substance use. Lost productivity, absenteeism, injuries, fatalities, theft, and low employee morale are some of the most common issues related to substance use. Some other consequences are increased healthcare costs, human resources issues, legal liabilities, and workers' compensation costs. It's clear that addressing substance use in the workplace is critical to running a successful business. Employers who deal with addiction in the workplace benefit from taking a firm stance on substance use and have a plan for dealing with employees who are legitimately struggling. Research shows the following statistic about substance use in the workplace. 35% of patients with an occupational injury were at-risk drinkers. 16% of emergency room patients injured at work tested positive for alcohol. 11% of workplace fatality victims had been drinking at the time of the accident. Workers and managers across a wide range of industries and company sizes report that a co-worker's drinking jeopardized their productivity and safety. 24% of workers report they drank at least once during the workday. Don't drink or take drugs on the job. Be safe, and thanks for listening. I have one other item to go over, the drug and alcohol abuse test. Question number 1. Alcohol and drug abuse by employees can cause many problems for individuals, businesses, and industry, ranging from lost productivity, injuries, and an increase in health insurance claims. The loss to companies in the United States due to alcohol and drug abuse by employees totals which of the following? 100 billion a year, 10 billion a year, 5 billion a year, or 1 billion a year? The answer is A, $100 billion a year. According to statistics, alcohol and drug users use 3 times as many sick days. Is that true or false? That would be true. Are more likely to injure themselves or someone else. That's true. Are 5 times more likely to file workers' compensation claims. And that is also true. Please be safe, everybody. Go home tonight safely. Thanks very much.